Hello, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video. Wow, today has been a very long time coming. It's my first big food haul from Aldi in nearly 2 months. So for about 6 to 8 weeks I have been scrooping and frugaling with my food, and we've basically just been living off of the food already in our house. There is a long running series which I've linked all here and below and everything like that you must watch. It's been so eye-opening to see how much food I just had sitting around the house. For a long time I got into a bad habit of just buying food all the time, very much on the spot, and making meals up as I go along rather than thinking, what's already in my house? Do I actually need to go shopping today? Can I make a meal out of the things that I have in my cupboard, fridge and freezer? The food accumulated to the point where my freezer was almost unusable. Every single drawer was packed to the top. There was food in the fridge that was going off that I had to throw away, and I hate doing that. I hate doing that. Not only is it bad for the environment, it's such a waste of money, and the whole point of this is for us to save money whilst we eat. I've pretty much been spending the last 6 to 8 weeks living off of that food. I have been doing necessity shops only, which is buying fresh fruits and veg. This food here, I plan for it to last us about 2 to 3 weeks, and the meals are going to cover breakfast, lunches and dinners between me, some of it for my son and my husband. Make sure you're subscribed because there's a lot of videos like this coming up on the channel. Go back and watch that series I mentioned where we've been making do with the food already in my house. I've got my receipts here. I've got my green tea here. And obviously we've got all of the food here. So let's go through. I'm going to tell you the prices of everything and also how we're going to incorporate in the meal. There's going to be a very loose meal plan I've put in the description box down below. But I often film a lot of our meals anyway, so if you want to see the meals we eat day to day, go ahead and watch that. Starting over here, I bought 2 pots of natural Greek style yogurt. I always buy the natural one, not the low fat one. Natural fats are good fats. You do need fats in your diet. So I bought 2 of these. They're 59p each. My son eats yogurt quite often, and we are making, as part of my 5 for under 25 meals, a really nice curry, and that is going to incorporate lots of yogurt. And then we have yogurt and fruit in the morning for breakfast. So this will probably last about a week, but we do actually already have an open ongoing yogurt pot in the fridge, which is why I only bought 2. I would normally buy 3 to 4 if we want it to last 2 weeks or longer. For 45p each, I bought 3 grapefruits. Every other day we cut up a grapefruit and have that with our yogurt. It's definitely a bit more of a luxury because it's like an imported fruit. So it's going to be a bit more expensive. It's just something we enjoy. You know, you have to have your own kind of luxuries in your shop, otherwise food is not enjoyable, and food needs to be enjoyable in my opinion. These are 45p each. I have to say, Aldi grapefruits are not the best. You really have to search through and find like the non-bruised ones. And when I say bruised, I mean like this one is so bruised, I think that a massive chunk of that is going to have to be thrown out. It's not going to be edible. Anyway, we'll see how they are. The pink grapefruits from Aldi are quite sweet tasting, which is great. So we've got 3 of those. Those are breakfasts. I didn't buy too much fruit in this haul because if you noticed in my recent freezer sort out, I had so much frozen fruit. Like I have a whole drawer full of frozen fruit. So I'll also get those out in the morning and let them defrost in the yogurt. And bunches of bananas. We eat bananas often. My son eats bananas. We're always eating bananas. And the great thing about bananas is it doesn't matter really how off they go, when they go really freckly or even black. Generally, they're going to be good for banana bread. So bananas never get thrown in my house. They're always eaten, and any leftovers are used for banana bread. Who doesn't love banana bread? 98p these were, loose. 59p, a big bag of muesli. This will last 2 to 3 weeks in this house. Lawrence and I eat this. The muesli from Aldi is actually really nice. It's just the original Swiss style muesli. It's quite sweet, which is why I like it. You could probably get a less sugary one, but whatever, we like that one. So that's our breakfasts. Loaf of bread. If you didn't know, I think I've spoke about it a million times. Lawrence and I have just got back from holiday. Best time ever. We went to Greece. If you want to see photos of that, it's all on my Instagram. But Lawrence normally bakes our bread, but he hadn't had any in the freezer, or he hasn't had time to bake them recently. So I bought a loaf of bread. We've already eaten like half of it, which is quite unusual for us. This one is actually really nice. It's the farmhouse loaf from Aldi, specially selected. and it's called Ancient Grains. I don't know, it's just a really nice wholemeal bread. 99p that loaf of bread is. God, prices are really going up, aren't they? So I also purchased some organic oats, £1.69. These are the Cavanaugh's organic oats. I often have oats, and so does Oren. We love oats in the morning. I have already opened them because Oren and I had some oats this morning. I bought 2 oat milk, no added sugar from Aldi. Fresh double cream. So the cream and the yogurt is something that we always have in our fridge now, and I've especially learned that since doing the challenge, because cream and yogurt can always make a sauce or some kind of marinade, particularly for things like curries or pastas. So if you have cream in your fridge and you have tomato puree, you're going to make a really nice pasta sauce. But also it's great to go into eggs. It's great for baby food, like to go into a bit of their baby food or potatoes. So that is something we always have in our house. Cream is great because when it starts going off, it's actually just sour cream. So if you've left it like way past its sell-by date and it's not kind of mouldy or curdled, it's probably going to be sour cream, and sour cream can be repurposed into a dip. A bag of limes. This is going towards my 5 for under 25 mils series that's going to be happening over on the channel very soon. Limes, 89p. Cucumber for 49p, and this is just a snack, and it goes in our tuna sandwiches. I tend to have tuna sandwiches when Oren does throughout the week for lunches, and we always put cucumber with it and a bit of hummus, and it's delish. Bag of mixed peppers. I'm going to be using this for 2 dinners, 2 different dinners as part of my 5 for under 25 series. What I'm tending to do, if I have to buy like things like peppers for a dish in the same week that I have that peppery dish, I'll make sure I've got another dish where I can include peppers, because quite often you don't need all 3 in one dish, and that just reduces food waste. 98p for these 3 peppers. Have to say, I do find it kind of annoying that this is the only pepper option Aldi really offer. 3 peppers in a bag. 2 bags of British carrots. Now again, an absolute necessity to have in your fridge at all times, for us personally anyway. The reason being is because carrots are absolutely fantastic for bulking out sauces, rice dishes, they're great for snacks. They're really easy to steam or boil and roast, so great for a side dinner, and they last quite a while. I've started removing them from the packaging, completely washing them and storing them in like a Tupperware thing in the fridge. 40p each, not bad for a kilogram of carrots. I don't think that's bad. 2 things of broccoli, just the normal broccoli that they have. Always add broccoli into our dishes, but again, we're going to be having broccoli in my 5 for under 25 mils that I'm filming throughout the next week. So I always have broccoli in the fridge, to be fair. There is frozen broccoli florets in Aldi. I wonder what they're like. Are they okay? For 29p, a big bag of wonky white onions. We're going to be having curry this week. We're also going to be having refried beans on jacket potatoes, chicken fajitas, which I'm uber excited for. Avocado, going to be making guacamole, and as part of one of our meals this week, that's going to go with our chicken fajitas. Making guacamole is very, very easy, and it's often cheaper and you get kind of more. I always find the guacamole pots very small. Wait, a lettuce, because if you need a cheap way to bulk out a sandwich and put some greens in there, get yourself a lettuce. This is 29p, it's just the iceberg gem lettuce. What I do is take it out the cellophane, give it a really good wash, chop it and put it in glass Tupperware in my fridge, and it lasts a lot longer. I also bought 2 packs of watercress, spinach and rocket. 1 pack for this week and 1 pack for next week. That is just for a side salad and also for sandwiches that we're having this week. And something that is a staple in my fridge at all times is spinach. Spinach is an amazing source of iron. You can bulk up your meals with spinach. When we have meat, we tend to have less meat but more veg on the same plate. And spinach is a great way to add a lot more iron into that dish. So I always get the biggest bag of spinach I can find, and I buy that weekly. Spinach goes really weird when it's out of date. Spinach is £1.59, like £1.69 each. 2 cartons of British organic eggs. We buy eggs weekly. We actually eat a lot of eggs. Often Oren has eggs for breakfast, but then we'll make like a really easy dinner, so say omelette. and we add eggs into various dishes, but eggs is a staple, absolutely, and always has been in this house. An XXL pot of hummus. If you've watched any of my previous taste tests, I haven't done taste tests in a very long time, I might have to start doing them again, but the hummus from Aldi is identical tasting to the hummus from M&S. Hummus, 99p for the XXL. Then I bought sour cream and chive dip. I didn't actually need to buy this because I have the cream over there, but it's going to go into 2, maybe 3 dishes that we're making this week. I bought these meat-free meatballs. We're going to be making a meatball dish this week just because I've really fancied it. Lawrence makes a really delicious meatball dish. Might have to film it because it's so unbelievably good how he makes this dish. Big punnets of mushrooms. Mushrooms are becoming a little bit of a fridge necessity. Again, they're fantastic for bulking up a meal if you are having less meat. And great vitamin D. So yeah, mushrooms, £1.15, and that's going to go into at least 2 different meals. And the plant menu meatballs, no meatballs, £1.15. So I'll let you know what I think of those either on YouTube or Instagram. So we've done that. So 2 packs of ham for Lawrence's lunches. Apple smoked finely sliced ham and the honey roast finely sliced ham. £1.89 they are, the hams. Look how exciting this is. 2 kebab wraps, Greek style. Why don't you make a Greek inspired flatbread? We've just got back from Greece. Food was incredible, like incredible. Obviously they had all the gyros, but they often had like these gorgeous salads and grilled chicken, and so I'm gonna have to make a Greek inspired meal very soon just because I miss it so much, possibly this weekend. So when I saw this in Aldi, I thought I have to get you. The breads are so thick, like I didn't realise how thick the breads were, but and there is only 2 breads in the pack, so it's a little bit pricey. However, the breads look great, so the breads could be like with a bit of seasoning. That could be like a really good part of the meal, not just bread. It could be like, you know, one of the shining stars. Also, some wraps. Now, wraps and pita breads from Aldi, for some reason they didn't have their specially selected pita breads, and those are the only ones I like anymore. So I didn't get any pita breads. But wraps and pittas are, again, an absolute freezer necessity. You have to have them in your freezer if you want to have quick, easy meals. So I bought a pack of their soft seeded wraps. They're absolutely delicious. They're going in the freezer, but we are making some chicken fajitas with our meals this week, and then I can have wraps for lunches, and just have them in the freezer is so unbelievably handy, because if you have anything like mushrooms, onions and peppers just left over in your fridge that need eating, and you think, oh no, but I haven't got anything to go with it, as long as you've got a good amount of seasoning in your seasoning cupboards or drawers and you've got a wrap or 2, you can make something absolutely delicious. So wraps are now a necessity to have in my freezer at all times. Cheese is something we always have in our fridge all the time because protein. We don't eat meat every day, but we do have protein every day, and cheese is a good source of protein and fat. Cheddar for 400 grams is £1.99, and the soft cheese, 75p. 75p for the soft cheese. Again, if you have something like this in your fridge, you've always got a pasta sauce ready and waiting to go. But Oren, my son, often has soft cheese. Anyway, I got some puff pastry. I'm going to be making my pizza rolls. I believe I made them in a YouTube video recently, but they're absolutely delicious, amazing baby friendly foods as well, finger foods, and Lawrence and I really enjoy them. But a pastry roll makes like quite a few, like several. So what I do is make a load and then freeze a load. Perfect for getting out of the freezer for little man, especially when you're looking for something quite quickly. And I'll use some of the mushrooms that I have for that puff pastry, and have some sweet corn in the cupboard, which I'm going to use. That leads me on to passata. So the passata sauce, you only use like 1/8 of this for the pizza base. Make sure you're having like a pasta dish quite soon after, or you can make it into a soup, something like that, or put it into like lasagna and stuff like that. But yeah, we often have like a pasta dish at least once a week. And as long as we've got peas, freezer, and a bit of passata or cream and a bit of cheese, you can make a really good pasta dish that's very affordable, very easy. 39p for 300 grams of passata. So it's fantastic. Okay, moving on to like more fresh food as well. We have 2 cod fillets as part of the 5 for under 25. I'm going to be making our spicy cod veggie potato dinner. It's so good. So that's included. Cod is not the cheapest. This was £3.29. So the cod will feed Lawrence and I, and a big chunk of it will go to my son. He loves fish, which is great. I bought a big pack of chicken. This is the chicken breast large pack, so I think it's got about 5 breasts in there. That is going to be 5 different meals. This is specifically for the 5 under 25 meals. I tend to go to the butchers and get our meat from there, but we're sticking to a real budget for that series that I'm going to be creating, and I really want to show you like what's available at Aldi, and it's good food. So yeah, I bought that from Aldi. That was £3.29 for that punnet of chicken. So some frozen veg. This is an absolute must in your fridge freezer, particularly peas. Have them in your freezer at all times, because you have always got a source of iron, vegetable, and something to add into a pasta dish. I think we eat them 6 out of 7 days of the week, genuinely. Like, this will go in a week easy. But I only bought 1 bag because we've already got an open bag in the freezer. A bag of vegetable mixed medley. I tend to prefer, personally, it's just preference, fresh fruit, fresh veg from the shops, and then like steaming it. When I cook veg from frozen, I always manage to make it too soft for my personal taste. So the fresh vegetable medley is an absolute must, a necessity for your freezer as well, because if you've ever run out of fresh veg and you just haven't got time to go to the shop. So for my baby, he will have this in most of his meals. I'll just cook a bit, let it go soft, and he's really great with eating it. 4 tins of tuna. I'll have max 1 tin a week, and I always share it with my son Orange, so this will last about a month. It's £2.49 for tuna in spring water. Again, that is something I always tend to have in the cupboard just because it's so easy to make a meal out of for me and my son, whether it be sandwiches or adding it into pasta. Another necessity is black beans or kidney beans, red kidney beans. I personally have been buying black beans lately in water. These are so cheap, but they're absolutely amazing for an iron source and adding into many dishes, particularly rice dishes. Rice obviously keeps for ages, so we always have rice in the cupboard. But black beans are such an easy, fantastic way of getting like a really good iron source and protein source. They're delicious. Like, you can make a really delicious like veggie chili con carne type thing with black beans. 49p a tin for these, so they're really affordable. They will feed at least 2 adults and a baby. They do for us anyway. And yeah, as long as you've got some spices, like paprika, garlic, onion and stuff like that, you can make a really delicious dinner with them. We eat a lot of rice in this house. It's actually become our main carbohydrate. I think because it just is so versatile, it goes with so much. But rice is something I will never ever go without, so it'll always be in my cupboard. Bags of basmati rice. Now, you're gonna sit with Mummy while she does this, and then we make a nice big lunch. Yeah? I'm afraid the 2-hour nap has ended, and Mummy didn't quite finish that film. Yeah. So shall we tell them what we have? Rice. Rice is something I always have to have in the cupboards now. It goes with everything. It goes with veg, chicken, beans, anything, doesn't it? We love rice. I always get the basmati rice from Aldi. Basmati rice. For a kilogram, it's £1.35. I'm going to be making a couple of rice dishes in my 5 for under 25 dishes. But also I bought 2 packs because we've officially ran out of rice before we went on holiday, which is really good because our cupboards are just like blank, kind of like a blank canvas, so it's good to like kind of reorganise them. British whole milk, filtered. Lawrence likes that for some reason. So yeah, that will be for his cereals and for cooking sometimes. We got peanut butter, mainly for you. He always has peanut butter in porridge. This peanut butter is actually really nice. It's no palm oil and it's really natural. The almond butter is absolutely divine and great for baking with. Sometimes I spread a little bit on my banana bread when I make banana bread. Peanut butter, 280 grams is 99p. That'll last about a month. And then for the same price, we've got some of their specially selected marmalade, orange Seville marmalade. Oh, this stuff is so good. It's got real orange peel in there. This is a bit of a luxury because we always just make our own marinades. It's so easy, a bit of butter and some whatever. But I really like these from Aldi, the peri peri lemon and herb sauces. The lemon and herb, they also do the mild, but for some reason they had stacks of these and no mild ones, all hot ones. So I got the lemon and herb because I like that one anyway. Lawrence will be adding chili flakes to his, no doubt. That is a bit of a luxury, I suppose, but it's so great to have in the fridge because you can just marinate some chicken at the start of the day and cook it at the end. Hey, Wriggle. I know, that's what I said. Chicken with lemon and herb. Oh, what you doing down there? Right, I better be quick because he's going to grab the camera tripod, no doubt. We've got a bag of pasta. To be fair, I wasn't impressed with the pasta in Aldi yesterday. Normally they have like really specially selected pasta. This was like the only one they had, that or brown pasta, but I'm not really here for brown pasta. So just got one bag of fusilli. Easy to make lunches with and orange dinners. Okay, we don't touch the camera, darling. Okay. Sorry about that. I don't know. That's probably a weird angle now. Anyway, we've got the pasta. I got 2 frozen pizzas because absolutely a necessity for my freezer. I've decided just something just so we don't rush out and buy food that we don't need, and we know that we've always got something to eat and fill us up in. And it's do you know what, it's a nice weekend thing. Pizza, maybe a prosecco or 2. Love it. Kitchen towel, the one from Aldi, is really good. We've got lots of these. Oh, what else have we got down here? I'm missing stuff. Also picked this up, chunky burger sauce. We've been making our own homemade pizzas recently, and Lawrence has taken a liking to making burger pizza. He got one from Domino's. Oh, sorry about the moving camera. He got one from Domino's. And yeah, so he's going to try this. Although we do make our own kind of like burger sauce anyway, but that's just easy in the fridge. We've also got some roasted and salted pistachios just for our cupboard. I do actually have some crisps in there, so I didn't buy any, but I would normally buy crisps in a massive haul. Fromage frais style yogurts. These are for Orange, just as a treat every now and then. He normally has like Greek yogurt with fruits in that we have. But do you know what? He really enjoys these. I know they're probably not the best, but whatever, he enjoys them. A bag of potatoes. Potatoes are always in our house at all times. I've taken to buying the British baking potatoes because those ones you can have jacket potatoes, but also you can use them for all sorts of potato dishes, mash, things like that. So I've just bought that rather than separate them, but that will last us a good week, a good 2 weeks. I have to hold him because he keeps attacking the camera. But yeah, just quickly, seasonings. So the seasonings I always have in my cupboard are things like curry powders, garam masala, cumin. That is a great one to always have in your cupboard. And then garlic granules. I do always have whole garlics as well, but garlic granules you just can't go wrong with. Rosemary, Italian seasoning. And I also bought this, peri peri salt. That sounds delicious. And some barbecue seasoning, just because it looks really good and delicious. I, as a treat, bought some ice creams. I will be going to the butcher's this week and I'll be getting some whole chicken and some chicken thigh fillets and beef mince, and that will be lasting us like 3 to 4 weeks. We always freeze it, portion it up and freeze it. I better get all of this away and get this little guy a teething toy and his lunch, because he's getting it's very hard to film with an 11-month-old. Really hope you enjoyed today's video. Make sure you are subscribed for all of our future money saving, meal saving meals that are coming up. Hope you're having a great week, and I'll see you again really, really soon. Bye!